Kids these days can't focus on anything. They're too busy on their TikToks, their 7-second attention span, or figuring out which Uber Eats to order next. If there's not Subway Surfers running in some part of the screen, they'll lose attention. Now, I know that's a funny joke we like to throw around, and I'm the old man screaming at the clouds because I was born with no 2 in front of my birth year. But is there a way to make working more fun? And that's exactly what I built this week with my new game, Grind Runner. We need a better name for it, but let me explain a bit more. The idea is that during the workday, you can get distracted. Very hard to focus, and sending emails, doing cold calls, or even just doing your job trying to submit expense reports can be very boring. But what happens if we gamified it? I built a side scroller similar to the Google Dinosaur game. You jump around, try to avoid emails, jump over the filing cabinets, and every 3 to 5 seconds, you'll get a task. Send a Slack message, reply to an email, confirm the budget constraint. All these small tasks that may take a few seconds that can be annoying to do gamifies the whole process. So let's jump into this week and show you what I build. So when you jump into the game, it's relatively simple. Use your arrow keys to move or WASD. You can jump or crouch, trying to avoid the filing cabinets or the emails. And then every 3 to 5 seconds, you'll get a task, whether it be a Slack message or something else. The game is relatively simple, thinking more similar to that Google game when you don't have internet in your Chrome tab. But it's really important here. For this use case, I made it relatively straightforward with just random tasks. However, you can connect this to real APIs. This could actually be connected to your Slack, actually be used for tasks. This is just a fun game you can play around, and I'll share a link below if you want to try it yourself. The code's relatively simple. Some recommendations would be to switch the character to be you. You can just throw an image of yourself at the level and tell you to make a sprite, or you can actually connect it to some of your real tasks to kind of work through it. So this is the fun game I wanted to show off. Well, let's jump into it a bit more about how to actually improve this, but most importantly, where I actually think this idea may have some real legs to be a legitimate business going forward. I work heavily in the neurodivergence and therapy space in my day-to-day life. And the big thing that we're seeing more and more, even in the school system, is adaptive learning, allowing people who may have difficulties with certain subjects or certain processes, figuring out what works best for them and helping them get the tasks done. And more within the neurodivergent space, I've seen the gamification of tasks. This really will help the individual focus a lot more. So all of this is a fun little quirky play on or a joke around the idea that we need Subway Surfer to focus. I think there's actually something here. The ability to convert what I built here and connect it to Stripe messages, to emails, or even just having a list of tasks you have to do and having fun going through and connecting it might be an easy way really to get over that anxiety or the first call. When I first built this, the first thing that came to my mind was a sales call. I used to have to do that $200-300 a day, and it was sad, depressing, but most importantly, a real big drain. If I had a way of kind of having fun in between, we used to blast music, but the same thing, fun little game in between, make the call, hang up, get screamed at, keep going. This actually may make the tasks more effective, more fun, actually help me get through it. So although overall I think this was a fun, quirky build, I think there is something you could actually use this here for to actually be more productive within society, whether it be on the neurodivergent front or just to help you get through really boring tasks you're procrastinating on. And stick around, figure out what is in store for next week. I don't even know. So let's see where the week takes me.